Hi, welcome to EdU Connect. I'm Sydney, and joining us today is Stacy Speidel-Holke, who works at UnityPoint. So, what do you do?
What do I do? That's a great question. So you mentioned, I work at UnityPoint Health. My role or area of work is what we call organization development. And at UnityPoint Health, I lead the organization development function.
Interesting. What made you want to go into this profession?
Wow. The profession found me, I think. I have always, I think in my education background in college, I was a psychology and marketing communications major. So that right there, I knew from the beginning that I want to help people, and I'm a good communicator.
What do you like most about your career?
What do I like most about my career? I like the variety. I'm responsible for helping to create culture within our organization, as well as create development programs, like growth and development programs for our staff and for our leaders. And then also when we have large scale like initiatives or projects coming on board, I come in as a consultant to help with the change management portion. So there's a lot of variety, and every day is different.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most difficult part about your job?
The most difficult part. Well, I think sometimes the complexity of the different projects and trying to keep several projects going on at the same time becomes a little difficult to manage.
Are you happy with what you do?
I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. You can't tell already, but yes.
What college courses did you take to get to this point?
Yeah, so I did my undergrad in both. I double majored in psychology and marketing communications, and so I think a lot of courses in interpersonal communications, marketing, advertising, as well as studying human behavior, is really the perfect background for what I do. But 15, 20 years ago, I didn't know that this is what I would end up doing. So,
which college did you go to?
I went to St. Ambrose University, Davenport, Iowa. Fighting Bees, go Bees.
So you stay pretty local.
Yes, I did.
Are there any colleges that you would recommend for those who want to do what you do?
St. Ambrose. No, definitely St. Ambrose. Honestly, I think there are so many opportunities, both within the Quad City region, near and far, that have great programs in the communications and the behavioral health sciences, human resources, business. But I'm an Ambrose girl, so.
Is there a lot of diversity in your job?
Diversity.
As in like men and women?
Ooh. Interestingly, so the work that I do is I mainly work in the organization development, but it's also part of human resources. So if you look at human resources and organization development as kind of an industry or a profession in and of itself, I would say there are more women than men. However, I think that's changing, especially on the org development or the organization development side of work. But I think historically, human resources has been female dominated.
Well, it's a good thing that they're not just one side dominant and
Right.
the other one.
Mm-hmm.
How many years of college would somebody need to take to do what you do?
To do what I do? Well, so I think a bachelor's degree for 4 years post high school is probably a good place to start. I have had 6 years of college education. So I have my bachelor's, and then I recently, well, about 2 years ago, I graduated with my master's in organizational leadership. And I think that graduate degree really helped me to get where I am, like, and where I'm working currently.
What skills do you need in this field to succeed?
Ooh. I would say the ability to adapt, to be flexible. I think time management is important. I think being able to manage multiple projects or tasks, is also will help you be more successful. I would also say too, having a tendency or a natural tendency to be like a continuous or lifelong learner definitely helps keep keep your skills and knowledge fresh in the OD world.
What's one of your biggest accomplishments while you were at this job?
Biggest accomplishments. I would say, I think one of my biggest accomplishments is as a leader, in a leadership role, is I actually had, last fall, I had 2 departments that I have never managed. I don't know a lot about the specific technical work that happens in those departments, but they report to me. And I think in the beginning, it was a big challenge because I had to learn a lot about some of the inner workings of how they do their work and what it is that they have to do. And of course, because we're in healthcare, there's a lot of regulatory things, that kind of come with that. But I would say the ability to lead work and have great results, and being able to continually work and manage multiple departments has been, in my mind, a pretty big accomplishment.
That is a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Where do you see this profession going in the next 10 years?
Ooh. So I think in the next 10 years, with the continuous evolving technology and artificial intelligence coming into all business sectors, I think the need for human skill building and development is even going to be more important as we continue into the future. And so I think the demand for having professionals in organization development and talent management is only going to continue to be there.
I agree. Where do you recommend for students to research more on the topic?
Ooh, where do I recommend? So I would say in the fields of talent management or human resources or organization development, there are several different national and international professional groups that have knowledge, education, different resources to learn more about careers in those fields. So one is Society of Human Resources Management, or SHRM. And then another one is what we call ATD, which is Association of Talent Development. So those are two areas that I know have been incredibly helpful for me throughout all stages of my career.
And finally, what advice would you give for those who are going to be future of what you're doing?
So I think the advice that I would give to students or individuals looking for a career in organization development or human resources is to keep learning, keep asking questions, find opportunities and really focus on relationship building, because I think I think going back to one of the questions you asked me earlier about what skills are needed to be good in this job, I think the ability to build strong relationships with people and diverse people, like backgrounds and thoughts and opinions and strong different personalities, is really important.
Yeah.
So
Well, thank you for coming
you're
in
welcome.
today.
Thanks for having me.